fellow tone chasers, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, I'm Jake and welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a really amazing day. Today we're embarking on another sonic adventure, this time with the absolutely amazing PRS MT15 amplifier. It is a budget-friendly powerhouse that certainly is licensed to thrill. So join me as we dive into this amplifier with some high-octane riffs and cinematic soundscapes inspired by the iconic James Bond theme. Now, the PRS MT15 may be a compact and unassuming little package, but don't let its size fool you. This amp packs a punch that would have most people raise an eyebrow, even 007. It's only a 15-watt amp, but man, is it loud. It is incredibly loud. Plugged into my 412, there's some sonic heaven going on there. The aesthetics are kind of rugged as it's a lunchbox style amp, and I think it's the perfect companion for any guitarist seeking a versatile and powerful sonic weapon. Now, this is an amplifier I have wanted for some years now. I first played it at a guitar center in New York around 5 years ago, and I was pretty much instantly taken with it. When I plugged into it, it just sounded incredible. Even when it was just me, a guitar and the amp, no effects, nothing. I just immediately heard how good the tone was. It just worked. I finally bought one earlier this year, and I am so glad I did, because this amp is pretty damn stunning. Now, the PRS MT15 has been around for quite a while, and if you're not familiar with the history of this amplifier, it was basically created as a collaboration between Mark Tremonti from the band Alter Bridge and PRS Guitars, and it was designed to handle some pretty heavy music. But it is capable of so much more. It is incredibly versatile, and I think the tone is very tweakable on this amplifier. When this amp first arrived and I plugged it in, it sounded immense. It sounded really amazing. But to fine-tune the amplifier to my perfection, I went on the hunt for the perfect preamp tube combination to satisfy my ears. And to its credit, the amp was very receptive and responsive to the different tubes that I tried in the preamp of this amplifier. And after some experimentation, I settled on a GE12AX7 in position number 1. It's a tube that I have had for a while. It's from the 1960s or 1970s. It's a really old tube, but it works great, and the tone is just beautiful on this tube. And then in positions 2, 3, and 4, I have some Mazda tubes, which were created in the 60s and 70s as well, in the legendary Mullard factory by Mullard, basically. So they are essentially Mullard tubes, but they sound a little bit different from the regular Mullard tubes. I found that this carefully curated lineup unlocked the tonal nirvana that I was looking for, and I think it would even make the Cube branch a little bit envious. Some of the other tubes that I tried in the amp sounded really good as well, like the Mullards that I have from the 1950s and the 60s, and also the Sylvania tubes, which Eddie Van Halen used in his Marshall amps back in the 70s and the 80s. But the combination of the G and the Mazda tubes, they were just the ones that I kept coming back to. I kept swapping them out and listening to the tone, and there was just something about that combination which was just absolute perfection to my ears. So they're the tubes that live in this amplifier now, and I love the tone of this amp. And by the way, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying this video, then please do consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification, as I release videos like this regularly, and I would love for you to be the first to see my new videos. Thanks so much. Now, one of the most striking features of the PRS MT15 is its incredible range of gain capabilities. From pristine crystalline cleans that just sing to heavy, saturated tones that could shake the foundations of even MI6 headquarters. This amp covers every sonic territory with real ease, and I really love that about this amp. It is so versatile. The clean channel is an absolute delight. Sparkling bright tones with lovely fullness that make every note just pop. Coupled with the split coil tones from my PRS Custom 24 guitars, these pristine cleans have so much clarity, but enough depth and low end punch to make them really stand out. And then there's this insane lead channel, which is exceptional in my opinion. It does everything from AC/DC crunch riffs that could soundtrack a high-speed car chase, to searing leads hot enough to leave any diabolical Bond villain sweating. This channel packs oodles of tight, focused gain. What impresses most is how it articulates notes, makes them sound so punchy, especially when playing chords. It allows every note to ring out with clarity, even at insane levels of saturation. That is really, really cool about this amp. I love that about this amp. So much clarity with it. And for lead work, the MT15 is one of the few amps where I truly don't need an additional overdrive pedal. I have quite a large collection of high-end, high-gain amps, and I'm usually reaching for a Tube Screamer or a Boss SD1 pedal to boost the amp and also shape the tone a little when I'm playing lead parts. But this amp, it's already dialed into that beautiful insane in the membrane territory that will make you feel indestructible. It's as if the engineers at PRS have built these iconic effects right into the circuitry, ensuring that every note packs a punch worthy of a 007 adventure. It's an absolute joy to play and an amp that inspires me to play better. Now, some people say that this amp has way too much gain, and for those seeking a more classic Marshall-esque gain structure, I have a little secret. Simply swap out the first preamp tube with a 12AU7 and you'll find yourself in the realm of vintage rock royalty. It does that really well. It brings down the gain level just that little bit so that, you know, it's not too saturated. I actually prefer the 12AX7 in here. I like my gain. What can I say? But the MT15's versatility doesn't stop there. It has powerful tone shaping capabilities as well, so that you can sculpt your sound to your perfection, whether you're crafting an atmospheric intro or a thunderous climax. Every knob twist and switch click seems to unlock a world of tonal possibility, and this allows you to truly make this amp your own. And I feel that this is because of one of its standout features, its dual channel design. With separate clean and lead channels, each boasting its own dedicated EQ section, you have the power to meticulously sculpt the perfect sound for any musical scenario. Whether you're laying down lush, simmering clean tones or unleashing a torrent of high gain fury, the PRS MT15 really empowers you to dial in each channel to your own perfection. And with the shared presence, you can also add that final touch of sonic brilliance to your overall tone. Enhancing the MT50's already impressive capabilities is a half power switch at the back of the amp so that you can play at bedroom volumes. Relatively, it's still loud at half power, but you can actually bring the overall output of the amp down. There are also external bias ports on this so that you can keep the 6L6 power tubes in peak health, and a fantastic sounding loop on here as well, which integrates seamlessly with something like my beloved Boss SDE 3000 EVH delay pedal to create some lush atmospheric ambience and textures. The loop works exceptionally well on this amp. I'm really impressed with it, and I really love using this pedal with this amplifier. It's a match made in heaven. Can you tell I'm a little bit of a fanboy of this amplifier? You might be able to tell from this video that I really do like this amp. Truly, this amplifier punches far above its weight class in terms of features and performance. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that the PRS MT15 is one of my best gear purchases that I have made in recent memory, and at its budget-friendly price point, it's an absolute must-have for any guitarist seeking tonal supremacy without breaking the bank. And for my latest composition, I harnessed the full potential of this little but very powerful amplifier to capture the essence of the James Bond theme, a grandiose yet gritty soundtrack fit for a high-stakes espionage thriller. I love this track, it rocked, and the PRS MT15 made it happen in suitable style. So whether you're a guitar aficionado seeking tonal supremacy or a Bond enthusiast craving some sonic thrills, I think the PRS MT15 would be your quartermaster's choice. This amp is truly a license to thrill. Okay friends, thanks so much for hanging with me today, and I hope you enjoy the track that you're just about to hear. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Stick around to the end because there is a James Bond Easter egg right at the end of the track. Trust me, you'll want to hear it. And remember to subscribe, like and comment on the video. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. And for those who enjoyed this cinematic journey into the sonic depths of the PRS MT15, I invite you to become a member of my Patreon community. By joining from just $5 a month, you'll gain exclusive access to behind the scenes content like my recent video offering a backstage look at how I composed this 007 inspired track and produced this very video. Patrons also receive special discounts when paying yearly, ensuring that you never miss out on the latest tips, tricks and musical explorations from yours truly. Your support allows me to continue creating the kind of in-depth, high-quality guitar content that you've come to expect. So consider joining the inner circle and let's take our tonal pursuits to the next level together. Alrighty guys and girls, enjoy the music, have an amazing day, and remember, you only shred twice. I had to end the video like that. I just had to. Anyways, here's the music. Enjoy. See you later. Bye.